Hi, my fellow collective. Welcome. Now, unfortunately, I've been popping out readings. However, they haven't been very good. And if I feel that we're not learning anything from it, I'm not posting it. So it's about free will, guys. So rise and shine, all right? I'm going to try to do another one and see how this goes. Please grab your tea, grab your tree, grab your drink, do whatever you need to do to get comfortable because I'm going to spill the tea. But I'm going to only spill the tea that I know is going to help us to elevate, to excel, to get out of the box. I'm not really gonna really talk about this karmic energy that's around us, okay? Because it's not relevant. It's not helpful to us. You know what I mean? And with Mars, um, just coming direct with the moon, Mars being the planet of war, and the moon being it's causing a lot of emotions, dark emotions to come up in a lot of people. And it's something that I don't want to touch on because, what's coming up is a lot of your exes coming back or, and this doesn't help us. This is not helpful. You know what I mean? And I don't want people to come and watch my tarot and get some, smoke up their ass. I don't believe that. I believe in really getting a bigger perspective of who we are and what we are in order to really grow and expand mentality wise, spiritually wise. Okay, this is why I have my channel out. So if I feel that this is not a reading for us yet again, then I'm not going to post it. It is what it is, It's about communication, guys. So, all right, so no makeup, no nothing. It's like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Let's get this going, okay? Spirit guides, ancestors, oracles of the highest white light. Please give me a guided, clear, precise channeled message as to what my collective needs to know, hear, feel, and see today for this beautiful Friday. What's coming up for the weekend for us, okay? What do we need to get ready for? What should we know before, what's happening? Okay, with the planets, with the world, with ourselves, what do we need to know, okay? Get some guidance, some perspective, some understanding, and some enlightenment, all right? So remember to use your discernment, put yourself where you belong. It could be saying he, it could be a she, it could be you. If I'm saying they, always put yourself where you belong. You know your story best, so you use your discernment. Do not believe everything I say. You have to do your own fact checking, your own work, your own thing, okay? And never let anybody tell you can't do something. You can, okay? So anything other than the highest white light, I close that door now. Thank you. 7 of Swords at the bottom of the fucking deck. There's a lot of people getting caught in a deception. Personally, externally, it doesn't matter. But ancestors, the gods, creator, whomever you believe in, the fucking aliens, are saying enough is enough. The truth comes out, and it shall set you free. But first, it'll piss you the fuck off. 7 of Swords. Spirit guides, show me what's going on here, please. We got that Page of Wands. Show me. The Wheel of Fortune in the upright, both in the upright. Woo! We have the Emperor and the Temperance Angel. The Three of Wands in reverse. And the 7 of Swords wants to fucking come back out, but we have the Justice in reverse. This is why this 7 of Swords wants to come back out in reverse, because whomever's lying, cheating, being deceptive, trying to throw the rock and hide the hand, there's a lot of injustice. So a lot of people are getting caught in the red tape and having to face themselves. This is a lot of reflection, okay? Now, what's good about this is the Page of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the upright, the Emperor in the upright, the Temperance in the upright, and the Three of Wands in reverse is telling me right off the bat that there's a new beginning coming in. Something beautiful, something that's really going to have some kind of tangible wealth, some kind of, passion and inspiration to go forward. And it's only because the wheel is turning now. So whomever, whatever, the wheel is turning. And remember, the underdog always ends up on top. It's because it's about perseverance. There is no battle except for the person you're fighting in the mirror. This is the one biggest fucking thing that we learn. You end up just defeating yourself at the end of the day because somebody is sitting in this emperor energy. Male, female, it doesn't matter. We hold back both masculine and feminine energies. What it's talking about is being a boss, a CEO, independent contractor, of legalities, of structure, of discipline, of morals. You may have a father figure, a boss, or a mentor coming in to help you. Or this could be you. The temperance angel is sitting right next to it, so it's talking about balance. Being patient, understanding that what you put out, you do get back, but it's about the practicalities of spirituality and this 3D life. You understand that the pieces fit to everything. You know there's a reason for this whole cycle, that you have to be at the bottom in order to enjoy that top, or else you're going to take that top for granted, and then the cycle goes back over again. Understanding that you could be at the top and have a really bad day, so it's a cycle. It's the same thing as the moon and the stars and the sun. You may see it there, but then all of a sudden it goes away. Okay? The sun, it only comes up during the day, but it's back every day. And the moon only comes up at night, but it comes back every day. It's the cycle of life. So understanding that inevitably if you lie, cheat, backstab, you have two swords here. So there's always going to be a track you're leaving. Some kind of evidence that you have done this deception with the Five of Swords. Now when it's in reverse, it talks about the fact that you're getting caught because of those things. Now there's 5 swords that are being seen, and 2 swords are you being blindfolded by the fact that everybody else sees. That's the injustice. We do it to ourselves by not facing and coping and accepting. We always project, and then we dig a bigger grave for ourselves. 2 of Wands. 3 of Wands. Somebody is no longer waiting because they're a temperance angel, which means they're an earth angel, an earthbound spirit, okay, that has been reincarnated many of times to help the collective to really evolve. That's what an earthbound angel is, okay? Now my cards just went on the fucking ground, and look, the Queen of Swords. This earthbound spirit, this earth angel, is the Queen of Swords, okay? Look. Okay, and then you have the devil right underneath. This is what fell on my floor. Okay, you have the 10 of Pentacles underneath that devil. Now, this Queen of Swords has let go. This could be you. That's what I'm feeling. It's a collective energy. You have let go of any toxicity, any burdens, any disapproval, any partnerships, relationships, anything that has kept you burdened. And it may have made you lose out on a 10 of Pentacles. But the death is right behind that, meaning it needed to come to death, meaning there was nothing of value there, that it was a hamster wheel of dog shit, and you need to step the fuck off of that and go down the rabbit hole and figure out what the fuck you really need to do. You had to cut it off because there's nothing here. Look, you had to cut off a relationship that was not going anywhere, a marriage, a partnership, something that would have, you thought would have brought you this 10 of Pentacles, but it didn't. Instead, it took from you financially, emotionally, spiritually, and now there's a lack of legacy here. It was a big choice, right? But standing in your power, you know that inevitably you have patience. Now this Emperor, I'm feeling like the energy of the collective is this Queen of Swords, okay? But they're in the masculine, like I'm feeling like the majority of the collective is female. but they're in the masculine energy of that emperor. Or you have an emperor around you that wants to come in to bring this new cycle of brand new beginnings. But I'm feeling it's an internal thing. I'm feeling that, you know, you're no longer waiting for something to come in because you know of this shadow. And change is coming because you were able to move forward through the injustice, and now it's your time. Look into your muscle memory. No longer in your head. Because the justice, baby, it prevails, but you have to wait. And you have to understand what's yours, okay? Now, you are getting a brand new cycle here with the Wheel of Fortune, and it's going to bring you a lot of passion. But you do have to walk away from what no longer serves you in order to stand as this emperor in the upright. Very strong, very abundant, very disciplined. Show me. Yeah, someone's not single, not self-sufficient, and this is why this marriage ended. Okay? This is why this marriage ended. Okay, it could be because of a narcissist. The narcissist lied, and now somebody's getting out of this because of the fact that there's a lot going on here, okay? But there's a death here. And this is a transformation in order to put your mind to rest from this constant upheaval. You know, remember that Mars is the planet of war. It's dark. So this is what's going on internally. We're at war with the light and the dark, the masculine and the feminine. The masculine is most definitely taking over, and this is why a lot of people are in the darker energy, more pushy. You have to really step back and understand that justice will prevail. Be patient. This is why if the reading will come up too bad, I'm not going to post it. The Four of Wands, it's just the broken foundations. Marriages, relationships, foundations, corporations. So they're breaking down the illusions is what's going on, because Lilith is the original divine feminine. And then there's Adam, right? So now you think of it. Now the feminine wants to take over, but the patriotic system, Adam, says no. So they have alienated Lilith, because Lilith is a bad thing, but Lilith is not. She just chose to stand on her own and be independent and strong-willed and say, listen, this doesn't make any sense. So it went from the matriarchic system, and we downgraded from the 5D to the 3D into the patriotic system, so men take over. And now Lilith doesn't want to fight anymore with the masculine, but wants to merge into a new world, the new world, right? The age of Aquarius. However, it's a fight between the internal, because this is where the masculine and feminine is. It's not an external battle, guys. It's always an internal battle. And this is where the foundation is broken, because internally we are fighting ourselves, the masculine, the feminine, the light and the dark, and we don't want to merge together. So then we don't want to merge with people who are of the light or of the dark, because we're alienating or segregating and separating. So it's no longer about color or race, it's about energy. So now we need to find and figure out a way to bring justice to this, to our internal. And let go of the thought process, the hoarding, the miserly of this patriotic system, to understand there is no competition, guys. It's the patriotic system. War gets money. Money is the patriotic system. In the matriarchic system, we understand that if I have, then you have. So where's the fucking competition? You know, you're in a circle of, say, 10 people. This is one of my lessons. You're in a circle of 10 people, okay? Now, we're going to give everybody a fucking piece of fruit, like an apple. Okay, but only 3 people are not going to get an apple. And you're sitting in a fucking circle, alright? Now, the world. It's about ending in completion. This is how this society works, okay? Now, these 7 people have apples. and they see the 3 people that don't have apples. Instead of splitting the fucking apples in half and everybody gets an apple, and we can even invite more people to come into the circle to have a fucking apple, they say, no, let's just let these 3 people not have apples. Instead of saying, okay, let's split it up, and then we can even bring more people in and feed more people, because we're not selfish, we're not greedy, we're not vindictive, or we're all the same. There is no competition. We are all the same. We're all flying on a giant ball in space, not knowing what the fuck is gonna come. The world. And it's not good. You gotta let go of the thought process. It's the strength, guys. You have the strength to persevere, and we can do this. But we have to do it together, and we have to do it internally first. We change each individual. We don't really care about the external world like that. We don't expect them to change. We want them to. It would be great for everybody who watches me to get it. But I understand it's not going to be that way. And I understand only maybe 1 or 2 people are going to really get it. But I also came to the realization that when I do post, it does help somebody. When I didn't even notice, it helps the closest people to me. That is success for me. It's not about the hype or, the lights and, the attention. And a lot of people ask me, Tasha, how come you don't go anywhere? How come you don't go out? We never see you. First of all, I don't get invited. Second of all, I go out when I want to go out, where I want to go. That's clarification. And third, I make all my money at home, so why would I even need to go out? Make it make sense. It's a letting go of a thought process. I don't need the group, the horde. I am perfectly content where I am. Sure, it would be nice to have a little somebody or something, but I know they're only going to complicate me. Because of my mentality, you have to be very strong. And that's where the message is blocked. And that's why you have to walk away from certain things, because you trust the universe. You trust the universal plan for you. You know that everything has a cycle. You know that no matter what happens, you're going to see the defeat that happened. That's why the 7 of Swords is there. There's always going to be some kind of deception, but there's nothing you can do about it. But you can curb it and be a leader. Natural born leader, King of Wands. The protector, knowing what you want. It's about being that silent leader, You don't really need to make all that loud noise. People hear you because people hear it. Wow. The 2 of Wands. It's about choices, guys. It's about really choosing this world and what you want for yourself. I want what I want. Wish fulfillment, baby. It's your choice. You have the world in your hand. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. Just don't step on people to get what you want, and you'll live a good life, guys. But somebody is in a lot of regret, and it could be us. We refused to take that self-love cup before, and now we're stuck in some kind of, is this all there is to life kind of energy. But it's okay. The cup is still there. You have any time you want, you could just turn around and say, look, I choose me. I choose self-love. Because the next song that's coming on is Stinkfish, okay? So you're going to have to really choose you. And because honestly, somebody is overindulging, and the fact is that they're overindulging in the third party, so they're not actually seeing that their self-love is number 1, so they're becoming a stinkfish. 3 of Swords. And these third parties have put a lot of burdens on somebody, and they're in a lot of regret. There's a lot of remorse, a lot of betrayal, and this is why you had to move away, because you've seen the deception for what it was. Now you're standing protected, sovereign, independent, with the wheel in your fortune, because you knew when to walk away from this, because nothing was going to change. You stood up to this King of Pentacles. Even if he had money, it didn't matter. You're not with somebody for money. You're with somebody for respect, for safety, for love. They weren't doing it now. It's like, no waiting. Nothing's coming in. And it's because there's a death to the money, a death to a legacy. And now somebody can't fight anymore. They have to move away because of the heartbreak. Somebody is dwelling because somebody's the real magician. Bottom of the deck. The real magician. The one of the light. But don't get me wrong, I've been in the dark for a long time and I don't hide nothing. So, once dark, once light, baby. Remember that. You can change the game anytime you want, but you have to want it. You have to be dedicated. You have to be perseverant. You have to use your intuition, understanding that we are both light and dark. Somebody doesn't want you to move away. Doesn't want you to go into this chapter, alright? But it doesn't matter because you're manifesting. You know what it feels like to be alive. You ain't trapped. You ain't stuck. You've been there too long and you fought too fucking hard to get where you are. You know. You see, you feel, you know. And nobody can do nothing to you anymore because you're out of your head. You are no longer trapped in mental entrapment. You got out of this matrix. Now it's time to teach. Whether they learn or not, that's up to them, right? But that's where they don't want to do it. They don't want to do the work. It's too hard to get themselves out of this. AA is major. What you put out, you get back. So nobody wants to reflect on what they've done. But it's okay. As long as you move straight, you have your hands clean. You're not stepping on people. You're not, cheating and backstabbing and lying and slandering and being deceitful. Then you're good. Like, really? It's not that fucking hard, is it? It is. It is really hard for a lot of people because they're stuck. They're just the hangman, just hanging there, just enjoying this crap because there's no self-love. Not for themselves, so definitely not for another. So, of course, they're going to take the dark. And this is why we end up getting, look, that's all they want to show us. This is why the message ends up stopping and people are getting their wealth taken from them. See? That's all they want to show us. Be careful what you manifest. Be careful what you do to people. Somebody is getting a brand new beginning. And it's because balance. Somebody missed out on a big fucking opportunity. Let's see what these cards have to say, okay? Yeah. They're dwelling. Is this all there is to life? Why didn't I take this fucking self-love cup? And now I'm in my head. I'm in a jail. I'm in a prison of my own mind. And I'm fucked up. Completely fucked up. But you can do it. You have a King of Pentacles here. You can get it back. But the fact is that you care more about the external world than your fucking self. And that's why the Emperor is in reverse. So you have to move forward. Balance. Equilibrium towards this Temperance angel. But this Emperor is in the dark. Because they're depressed. Because of this control issues. They can't control something. So they can't control their money. They can't control this King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Take it as it resonates. This could be a male or female, but they can't control them, this Emperor. So they're up in their head. They're in the prison of the mind. They're really messed up because they didn't take that cup. Now they want to move forwards towards this Temperance angel, this Earth angel. But they're depressed. They can't because they missed out on the opportunity with the Temperance angel. With the new beginning. And the Wheel of Fortune is in this. So you have the Emperor in the upright here and the Emperor in reverse here. So you put yourself where you belong, alright? But somebody's a fucking star and knows that their ships are coming in. But this King of Cups in reverse is getting justice for the manipulation, for the, whatever's going on, because somebody's feeling left out in the cold, okay? From a King of Swords. Now you have the Queen of Swords, King of Swords, right? Somebody is very, very, very balanced. And they know how to take their fucking self-love. They're no longer dwelling on those spilled milk of what they can't retrieve. There's 2 cups there, balance, and they're very smart of legality, fairness, and it's time for celebration, guys. It's time to enjoy. It's time to like stop worrying about the external and really start feeding your cup, or you're gonna end up being depressed like that, and it's not worth it. Okay? It's because of the choices. Now, somebody sees that there's a lot of people in this broken, beaten up energy, and it's only because of the 7 of Swords. It's all the same messages, guys. The player-like energy, guys. People are lying and saying that they're one way and they're really not. Time to celebrate the facts coming out, okay? Somebody doesn't want to move away to a new chapter, but the Wheel of Fortune, it's all the same messages, but it's in reverse. You must have been so fucking high, thinking you could pull some kind of shit on you. Oh, look, someone's learning something. They're spying, they're studying, and what are they learning? That they're trapped, they're naive, and they don't see the truth. The truth is someone's a fool, jumping off in a new beginning and investing, getting investments. They're looking at what they and they're getting some kind of, ability to really, as an adult, love on your child. Be a child. Really feel that inner child. But people don't want people to do this, because if you do that, then you're no longer trapped, because you're balanced. Light and dark, through everything you accept who you are. And this is gonna have a lot of people fucked up, and they don't want this to happen. They don't want people to do the work. A lot of people don't want to do the work. Lazy, mediocre, want to stay in this black mentality because of the devil. Death. Keep going that way, guys. Because what's the difference? Someone's still celebrating. This Queen of Swords, this narcissistic woman, is spying on you. She's fucking high. And she's blinded to the death that's coming. I'm not going into this anymore. Just got really dark again. So before it gets any darker, Tasha's ending it. Spirit guides, let's show me some messages, okay? Ancestor messages. Show me some messages to help us on this journey, okay? The Hunter of Strength. Hunt after your strength. You are strong enough to persevere anything. Do not retaliate through the darkness, okay? Because it's time to purify. The shamans are allowing you to purify any of this negative energy to move into a new cycle. That's why the Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. So try not to really pay too much attention, okay? Because it's to your family. It's time for you to build your family, because your family's falling right now, and it's only because it's the purification time. It's time to grab your strength, okay? And use because you're inventive, your intuition, you're making moves because of your nurture. You don't just nurture yourself. Because you have that full cup, you nurture others, and it sticks. It's not about the clout. And this is what allows you to have that purification, to change your mindset, to understand that there's a bigger world out here, to bring and call in your tribe with the truth, to nurture yourself. These people will be able to nurture too. They're not just going to take from you. And this is what you're really going to start to be able to collaborate with people, have a bigger picture thinking, and really start and purify. Because the ancestors are guiding you in the right direction to move away. In spite of people trying to block this, it's irrelevant, because you have the strength to persevere through the family conflicts. You got this, because you are the fucking mystery. You hold the mysteries of the universe. Know your worth. Through the loss, you will get your strength, because you see the fucking lies. You're gonna dance with the lies, and the lies always come out. Look, 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 look. The lies always come out. Ace of Swords with a Page of Swords in the upright. Somebody is studying the fact that the lies are coming out. going to take some courage, okay, to swallow that. Because remember at the beginning of the reading, I said the truth is going to come out, but first it's going to piss you off, right? Hunt after your vision, okay? You're the mystery of life. You have the spirit of love. Keep going with that unconditional love. Don't ever let anyone sway you, okay? You know what you want for life, and it's time for you to go for it. It's worth the wait, okay? So really think about it. Divine timing is at play. It's not just about relationships. It's about everything. Divine timing is at play because you have the protection from the ancestors. You just have to wait it out. Don't retaliate. Remember, divine timing is at play. So people will get what they deserve because that's the way it goes. It's called traditions, guys. It's time to make your own fucking traditions and time to really go and understand that the 5D realm is what's coming to wake up. So you better start waking the fuck up or you're gonna get lost. Planets show me. We have Capricorn, the devil. Okay? Could also be ambitious, you know? It's time to be realistic about these next steps that you take, okay? We have a Leo. Now, this person needs to be careful, this Leo. You could be a Leo. But what it's talking about is having that self-confidence to understand and loyalty to really be creative and understand that it's a receptive. We are all the same. So if one goes without, we all go without. Do you not understand that? If one loses, we all lose. No competition. Somebody said the end is near. Show me. The Leo is the sun, okay? So it's God, creator. So like this was really watching. Alright? It's the 4th house, okay? It's about culture and family roots, home, peace, and comfort. This is what it's about. It's not about money. It's not about the superficial shit. Because at the end of the day, you can replace all these things, but what you can't replace is a person. Air. Open-mindedness, objective in learning. It's time to be open-mindedness. It's time to understand and be open to bigger thinking because we can't stay stuck and broken. I live in a very dark community where 75% of the people are sick, very sick. And I don't want this anymore because I feel collective energy. Square. It's a challenging situation and a mountain to climb, but I believe we can do this. I believe we can get out of this. We can get out of this circus fucking sideshow shit. It's about establishing a foundation. It's about health, daily life, and practical details, which you do on a daily, is who you are. Remember that. Learn to swim. Don't sink. Pisces. Okay, it's the moon. It's about being intimate with yourself, learning that, being intuitive and going after what you want, and having compassion for yourself and then others. Because when you're empathetic towards yourself, really, you don't want others to hurt like you did. It's about the 12th house, guys. Spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. And then you have the sextiles. There's a combination of tension and flow, potential and rewarding situation when we balance out those masculine and feminine energies. This is that beautifulness, guys. And we need to understand that so we can have that tension and go with the flow through it, because the tension is what's going to help us to evolve. When you're uncomfortable, you go into those uncomfortable situations. If they're going to help you, you take risks. If it's going to help you to level up mentality-wise, spiritually-wise, health-wise, not financially, because you're going to end up suffering. Let's get some advice from the Rebel Oracle deck, okay? Because if you're my collective, we rebels. We do not go with the flow like what society is doing. We go with the flow with the universe, but not with society. It's time to restore and replenish, okay? It's time to go inwards before it, because everything is going up. Everything. The planets and alignment and the energy flares that are coming from the solar flares, everything is causing a big shift in the planet. So not just um, environmentalists see this, but we also feel this in our energies. And then now we're gonna have like an uprise of everything's gonna start raising in prices again. We have to rest and restore before they put another man-made thing in order to keep us more in the box. You have to understand this is all suppression. They're trying to keep your mind stuck. So you have to do what they say. You do not have to do anything anybody says. But what you need to do is understand that what you put out, you get back. So only put out if you're able to get that back. We have to be responsible for that. You have to understand that. Rest and replenish, okay? Because somebody is heaven sent. They're a heaven sent. 33, master number. They're a master mason. Sacred fool. So it's time to turn light of these crazy dark situations and understand there's a bigger perspective, and we need the polarities. We need the karmic energies to teach us. But we are not that. And it's only because we have been there. We have done that. It's about evolving. It's about accepting. So we don't judge. But we just don't have no time for this tidal wave. The word wants to be written. It's time for you to speak your truth. It's time for you to say, listen, this is who I am. This is what it is. And if you don't like it, well, then I'm sorry. But I ain't hurting nobody, and I'm definitely not hurting myself. So who's the problem? Trust yourself. You have this. It's time to trust yourself. Okay? You got this. Trust yourself. I believe in you. Believe in yourself, okay? Because look, in another deck, the Seven of Swords with the Lovers and the Four of Swords. Okay? Somebody definitely betrayed somebody, okay? There was a lot of deception, a lot of hiding the hand, a lot of lies. But there was a trail that was left. Somebody is choosing the light over the dark. Choosing self, choosing to be balanced because of the fact of this deception. And that's where you have to go in and heal. There needs to be a rest, a recuperation from this near-death experience, from this trauma of the mind. You need to go backwards in order to go forward. So you need to heal the childhood issues that are digging far deep down in your soul that you refuse to face. So instead you want to drown it with sex, drugs, and hating on others. Violence. You want somebody else to control you so you don't have to be in control of yourself. Because if you're in control of yourself and you're alone, it's hard because you've never been that. You've been so codependent on what everybody else wants for you, right? It's time to be innovative. It's time to create something new, guys. Think outside the fucking box now and have an open heart. Deep connections, water blessings. It's time to have these high-level conversations with each other, guys. Okay? No more of this nonsense. Nobody cares. It's about evolving. If you're not evolving, then do I care if what this person is doing to that person? No. You know why? Because it's not my business. And it's not your business. They need to grow up. So just don't give them any clout. Express your love. Express your love for yourself. Go into hibernation mode. Understand and nourish yourself. See how beautiful you are. Self-love is not selfish, guys. It's vital. It's time to have passion for life, for yourself, for the things around you. You don't want to be living in a hole and then you don't know how to get out of it because you dug yourself a grave that is so far deep with the lies that you told yourself. You need to express your love. You need to have passion towards the things you have and be open-minded. Have an open heart so you can manifest the beautiful things instead of hating on people who are intuitive and creating something new. Okay. We have 2 messages coming out, okay, as closing messages. 31 reduced down to a 4. It's about stability. It's about that 4 of Swords, really resting after a near-death experience, understanding we have to go through the trials. We have to live in a hole for a little while to understand that we are better than this. We have to lose our soul in order to see we even have one. You can do this, okay? Number 31, the empty tomb of love. Regret, change, moving forward. There is a feeling of loss, whether it is physical or emotional. You must remember that whatever major change happens in your life, there is always hope. Sometimes the light at the tunnel feels distant, but rest assured you will get there. Light that bitch up yourself. You can do this. I believe in you. Don't let the energy of Mars and retrograde really fuck you up, because it can. Whatever age you are in, there's a childlike innocence about you. It is okay to feel sad and lost, but it is important not to stay in that mind frame for too long. Life is full of changes, and each day will bring you a unique experience. If you feel the angels are not listening, you are wrong. They are there waiting for you, for asking for help. So of course they will never take away your free will, but will always help to guide you through times of despair. Just remember, nothing stays the same forever. Things will improve soon. You have to have faith. Keep pushing, because you have number 30, and 30 is 3. It's the Trinity: mind, body, soul. So you got 30, 31 out of all that deck. So there's a cycle, but somebody is going backwards instead of going forwards. And like I said, sometimes we do have to go backwards to go forward, so it's fine. Number 30, the Garden of Cruel Thorns. Protection, vengeance, and vulnerability. You feel the need to protect yourself. Don't let feelings of hurt and misunderstanding change who you are. It is completely natural to put up barriers, but far better to face situations head on than to let them fester. Remember, guys, what you're doing is what you're doing, but at the end of the day, me, for instance, I did a lot of gnarly shit, but I took it outside of Ganawage. I robbed people and I did sell drugs, but I took it outside of Ganawage. I never did that at home because my children are here. This is my home, right? So people need to smarten up. You want to be a real OG? Then go somewhere where nobody knows you and start your life all back over, and then come back to town and talk to me. Other than that, you're just being a clown. There are many wonderful opportunities ahead of you, okay? So, there are many wonderful opportunities ahead of you. Do not let other people's attitudes and projections change who you are. You are a strong person. See the lessons from the last few months as a learning curve. However negative situations may have felt in the past, they were challenges which have made you stronger, not weaker. If you feel you have been let down, find a way to cope and deal with it, as vengeance is never the answer. If you are this way inclined, then be vengeful by shining your light brighter. Those who feel you have done you wrong will be affected more by your success than seeing your vulnerability. Embrace the moment and let go. The right people will come into your life when the time is right, but you need to take a deep breath and start a new day, free from worries and fears. Okay? It's time for you to break free. It's time for you to replenish. You got this. You're innovative. You're starting something new. We set the trends. And if you're watching me, you set the fucking trends, yo. You know. So, I love you guys. I hope this helped you. And let's get a last Pasha T message to close the reading, okay? So it says, chin up, buttercup. You're gorgeous. Rise and shine, baby. And it says, chin to chest and stretch your back to your neck. It's time to just be like a tree and stretch. Be a fucking sequoia tree, what is it called? The general. Yeah, be that big sequoia, the general. Okay? You're giant. And then we have a bunch of other ones, okay? So somebody is emotionally detached right now. But you need to imagine being gifted the most ultimate desire. Feel it, hold it, and experience it. That is manifesting, okay? It's time to wrap your arms around yourself as best as you can and squeeze, because somebody's boundaries, okay? Developing healthy boundaries to make sure you are emotionally and mentally stable. It's okay to say no. Last closing message. Spirit guides, ancestors, oracles for the last closing message. I hope it resonated. I hope you got something from it. Okay, so it says the best view comes after the hardest climb. Remember that, okay? So we have to go through the trials and tribulations, but that doesn't mean our past defines us. It just means we can get out of the trouble that we're in. Self-esteem means knowing you are the dream. Exactly, you are the dream. So you can get out of whatever trauma, tribulations you're in. The streets, you can get out of the streets. Get out, you can get out of the streets, knowing you are the dream, Aries. The secrets are being shown, okay? Loyalty is key, guys. And the last closing message is know when to walk away and when to stand up for injustice. Never get taken advantage of and stay authentic. I love you guys. If you want a more personal reading, I'll put all the information at the bottom. But please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, okay, if you love my energy. I really hope this helped you. Remember, do not let Mars overtake your control of your mind, okay? Let the dark die.